What is up, guys? It is Sanish the Gamer back at it again with another episode of Hellpoint. So today we are going to attempt to fight the boss and hopefully we can defeat it. This is definitely one of the harder bosses I've fought so far. I actually took a few attempts in my free time and I got nowhere near beating it. So this time around, what we're going to do is we're going to use our shield instead of just going weapon in and see if we can parry some of the attacks because he has wide range swings. So in essence, the goal of the video today is to beat this boss, and let's go ahead and move forward. What is up, guys? It is Sanish the Gamer back at it again with another video. Today I want to give some tips that helped me to fight through this consumer boss fight. So I want to lay out 3 tips that I value as very important. Tip number 1, I cannot stress out how important your loadout is when fighting different bosses, especially the consumer. The consumer is a big, heavy, meaty boss that does a lot of damage, and you want to make sure that you are light as possible. You do not want to have a shield in this. I haven't seen people do shield attempts. I'm sure it's doable, but for me, what worked out is just having my stamina up and ready and dodging his attacks when at need. And it is very important to have a light weapon of choice. For example, I am using the Officer's Glaive. So not only does it do a moderate amount of damage, it is also not very stamina consuming. So that is what led me to eventually defeat the boss. My second tip is prioritize heavy attacks. As you can see, I'm dwindling him down pretty good with heavy attacks. The light attacks don't seem to work as well, and for a boss that's very tanky, I don't know if they get aggressive when you're below a certain HP threshold, but it's important to get as much damage as you can get in when you can get it in. So it's important to just go for the heavy attacks. Sometimes staying under the boss can actually even prevent you from getting hit by swings. So that is my second tip that I found very useful. The third tip I would prioritize is actually using your abilities if you have any. I actually use the lightning sword. I believe it does electrical damage, but as you can see, I don't really get that off. I believe it's a low chance, but I think using abilities are very important. I could be wrong, but I believe the lightning, the ability that I have down in the bottom left might increase my range of attack because I think it makes the sword a bit longer with like the glow on it. I'm not sure, but that's something that helped out. So that would be my third tip to you guys. I think it's important to prioritize loadout, dodging, and taking advantage of the environment you're in, and also using your abilities when needed, and not just special abilities, but healing too. It's definitely good to balance these 3 between all boss fights, but these 3, light loadout, heavy attacks, taking advantage of the environment, and then my last tip would be taking advantage of your abilities and saving your heals for when you know you'll need it based on how much damage the boss does per swing. So it's important to take these into account, and that'll be my tips for this video. Thank you guys so much. Take care.